blue and red suit there on pole position, 79. Guan Yu Zhu on the outside. Is it going to be a start? No, it's not. They're going to go round again, and it was very disjointed, that particularly, I think, the second half of the pack. So just a bit spread out there, and the start line officials sending them back around. Shanika Clay doing a really good job yesterday in qualifying, second fastest to Josh Price, and has therefore earned pole position for this race. Has been put into Group B as one of the quickest starters. So Guan Yu Zhu alongside, though, proven race winner in this series.
Chris, just to tell you that the aborted start was because the approach speed was too fast. And notice that our flag marshal has got a driving standards flag now. It is possible, we've seen it before, to give a driving standards flag even before the race starts. Don't think, well, no, I do think that's what's happening.
Yeah, I think so.
Somebody's being debited with misconduct on the formation lap, and before the start of the race, we'll see the driving standards flag. It's carts number 79 and 8, Shanaka Clay and Guan Yu Zhou, the two front row drivers, are getting a driving standards flag before the start of the race. Now, the pressure on those front row guys. We're on the... And the pointing very, very clear. You and you, the black and white flag. So, little bit of pressure on these lads, Chris, as they bring them... Oh, some finger wagging as well. I think the message is through to them, Chris.
Behave. Yeah, it's a tight timetable as well, and doing the RGMMC doing a great job. What they could do with that is lots and lots of formation laps. They want to get on with the racing. There's a lot to cram in. Saturday, particularly a busy day. There goes the pack then through turn one. Now they build up the speed. Looks better. They're hanging on a bit more this time. Guan Yu Zhu's got his nose in front and carves right across from the outside of the front row and straight into the lead ahead of Shanika. But Shanika fighting back at the inside, also coming under attack. I think they're from Connor Hall, who hasn't quite managed to get through to second place, but gave it a good go. And now into the lead of the race goes Shanika Clay through turn two. Guan Yu Zhu drops back down to second place, it looks like, and Connor Hall right on the tail there in third position. One or two have dropped off through turn one. I think we've got 4 carts that have gone off through there. The leaders, though, coming towards you on screen here. Guan Yu Zhu having dropped back a little bit into the pack, and here come the top 3. Shanika Clay into the left-hand hairpin with the narrowest of margins, narrowest advantages, but it is an advantage now. A little tweak of the carburation there, and there can be a challenge for second place. Connor Hall coming up the inside here. On screen, you see it. A change for second place. So Connor Hall up to second, ahead of Guan Yu Zhu. Sensibly lets him go. And Jack Bartholomew, number 40, has made a good start to this race, because he's come from the third row of the grid straight up into fourth position as they go over the start-finish line. And then fifth, Yuri Vips is the one that's just dropped back a couple of places, Ken.
Well, if I was to use one of my regular euphemisms, I think I would say that was a slightly untidy opening lap, certainly the first couple of turns. But, well, no, the euphemism would have been spirited. I was going to say they made a spirited start, these youngsters, but the spirited start did turn it a little bit untidy. The good news is there's nobody who's absolutely lost out. I think Theodore Morin was a little bit of a loser. In fact, he's not come round to complete. Chris?
Yeah, there's just been a change of lead over there as well, because Shannon Clay has lost out to Connor Hall. That was on the run up the back straight, the end of the back straight, to lose the lead of the race. So here they come towards you. You'll see that from the second row, Connor Hall, already a race winner today, back into the lead, Ken.
Well, Chris, Marvin Pionke, running in 13th place in kart 70, is going to receive the black flag. We can tell you what his misdemeanour was. He was allowed to start the race in last place, but he took his designated place on row 7. So for starting in the wrong place, Marvin Pionke of Germany, 12th over the line at the end of lap 2, is DQ'd out of the race on a black flag for starting in the wrong position.
Looks like a change of second place here. Connor Hall is still the leader, but Shanika Clay has just been passed for second place here by Guan Yu Zhu with a good clean move at the right-hand hairpin at turn 5. So Yu Zhu into second. Third is Connor Hall in fourth place. There, well, it's all changing behind, actually, because Vips, I think, has got bumped back down the order. Lando Norris looks to be on a march. I think he's gained 2 places at the start of this lap, one of them on the way into turn 1. So Lando Norris's name you'll see with a green arrow next to it next time they come through the end of a sector. He is flying, and in fact, he's gone up to third place now. He's gone from 6th to 3rd on this lap, Lando Norris. Great stuff. He did have a little bit of contact, though, on the way out of turn 1 with the number 31 kart of Vips, and you'll see that Vips' name now tumbling down the screen, down from 4th to 9th place. So Vips a bit unlucky there, but great driving and great attacking this from Lando Norris up to 3rd place now.
Maxim Shotland of Russia driving off the circuit, taking himself off the circuit as a retirement. And we've now lost Max Timmermans, Theodore Morin, and now Maxim Shotland. Not sure that, yes, Clement Novalak is continuing, but he's continuing a long, long way behind the rest. But who's your money on? Connor Hall, Guan Yu Zhou, Lando Norris, Shanaka Clay, those 4 clear of the rest as they drop down in front of the gallery, the gantry in front of the restaurant. This is coming towards the end of lap 4 of a 7-lap race. So in the junior classes racing over 7-lap heats, we're already into the second half of the race. This is the start of lap 5 of a 7-lap race, and Chris 4th to 3rd, Clay putting pressure on Norris, and Norris going to 2nd. Well, Chris, this is the second time that we've said this afternoon. Somebody feeling the pressure behind says, oh well, the best way out of this is to pass the guy in front.
I think everybody else is braking at turn 1 except for Lando Norris. He seems to accelerate into the corner. He did that earlier to go from 6th to 5th. He's so late on the brakes there. Super confidence, and he's obviously got the grip to do it. He didn't struggle out of the corner, did he? And he's got it nailed. 2nd place for him then. So the leader's just broken clear a little bit. Hall. Thomas Preining has set the fastest lap of the race, but he's way down the field. He's 22nd, so I can only assume he got tangled up somewhere at the start of the race, but he's quick at least, having set the fastest lap of the race. Number 12, Thomas Preining. 57 has left the circuit with a problem. Maxim Shotland, and number 70, Marvin Pionka, has gone off circuit as well now after his infringement. So they're coming up towards the end of this lap, onto the start of lap number 6. 2 laps to go, Ken, and it's Lando Norris now in 2nd place. So Connor Hall, then Lando Norris, then Guan Yu Zhou in 3rd place. Hanging on to the note is Shanaka Clay with a lap and a half to go.
Yeah, when you've got somebody in the lead to the extent that Connor Hall is, you can often think to yourself, well, just drive within yourself here. 9 tenths, 8.5 tenths even would do. But even though that's a big gap, my temptation, if I was Connor, would be to put the hammer down, because Lando can cover a lot of ground very quickly. He has got clear tarmac between himself and Connor Hall, but you don't really see Connor losing this race, other than, and we certainly don't wish it on him, some wicked misfortune not of his own doing. This is coming round towards the end of lap 6 as they sweep round the paddock bend for the 6th time of 7. They will see that there is 1 lap to go. Last lap, last lap.
Looks to be decent pace from Jack Bartholomew, number 40 in this race as well, in 5th position. Just going through camera shot now into turn 1. Having done all the attacking in this race, maybe for the final lap, Lando Norris is going to have to defend for once, because he's got Guan Yu Zhou in 3rd, breathing down his neck. And also, we've got Shanaka Clay. Here they come, 2nd, 3rd and 4th through the right-hander at turn 6. No change there. Onto the back straight they go. You'll see them coming towards us. Is there going to be a change here or not? Not is the answer. Lando Norris late enough on the brakes. Well, he's the last of the late breakers at the moment. And you'll do well to get past him on the way into a corner. So he hangs on to 2nd. Half a lap to go, Ken. And it's all about 2nd, 3rd and 4th, I think.
Yes, don't want to put the commentator's curse on Connor Hall, but as we alluded this time on the previous lap, it's hard to see him losing it from here. And with just 1 more right-hand turn in the toe of the circuit to go, it looks as if it's Lando Norris to... oh, and getting a little bit sideways, Lando, but the checkered flag will come quickly enough. And sure enough, Connor Hall wins it. Lando Norris is 2nd, Guan Yu Zhou 3rd, Shanaka Clay 4th, Jack Bartholomew finishes 5th, Jay Nijar 6th, Nick Dunker, the Dutchman, 7th. Yuri Vips of Estonia, 8th. And a good drive by Van Kalmtoo, the Dutchman, in kart 32. He drove into the top 10 in 9th place. And Jakub Kadlak of the Czech Republic. Jakub, forgive me, I've got a feeling I might have said you were from Slovakia previously. You're not. You're from west of Slovakia in the Czech Republic. But hey, you finished in the top 10. Well done. But Connor Hall wins it from Lando Norris and Guan Yu Zhou.
Good, entertaining race that. And just looking, what happened to Vips? He got back to 7th in the end. I felt a bit sorry for Yuri Vips, because he did get clattered on the way out of turn 1 when Lando Norris, who was carrying so much speed through the turn, just clipped him on the way out of the corner. But at least he did recover up to 7th place in the end. There are the results on the screen for you. Strawberry Racing with a victory for Connor Hall, is 2nd of the day. Lando Norris I think they'll be pleased with him, weren't they, from the 4th row of the grid. Second place for RL Racing Department, 1.1 seconds behind the leader at the flag. Shanika Clay, third, was in the mix all the way through. Good drive that by Shanika. Jack Bartholomew was also quick at the end of that race and very much on the pace with the race leaders. The fastest lap in the end, by the way, was on the final lap of the race to the race leader, Connor Hall. So he did feel the pressure a bit and got on with it. 56.804. Connor Hall sets the fastest lap. Jay Najjar, another good result in 5th. And then, so that's British drivers, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, look. Nick Dunker from Denmark was 6th. Yuri Vips from Estonia for Strawberry Racing in 7th place. Reiners van Kalmthout in 8th. Jakob Kadklak in 9th. And Jarno Opmeer in 10th place. A lot of Dutch names up there as well, in and around the top 10. Leonard Hugenboom in 11th. Nathan Hedwin, 12th. Savannah Megan Courtney was 13th. Philip Hambrecht in 14th. Jan-Erik Majkup was 15th. Omar Ishmael was 16th. And Thomas Preining, who was the fastest man on the circuit at one point, ends up 17th for Pro Tray Racing after I think he got a little bit, well, something went wrong at the start of the race to put him that far down the order, I think. So a bit of a frustrating day for him so far. And then the rest of the classification there, Guan Yu Zhu shown as being in 18th place, interestingly. So what happened there? Guan Yu Zhu disappeared right at the end of the race there, so that's disappointing for him. Sure, he was being shown as 3rd earlier on, so question mark over that. But we have news from the pit lane. We've got an interview, and Tiff is down there with our double race winner today, Connor Hall.
Okay, so Connor, that's your 2nd win today. How's it feel?
Yeah, it feels really good. Confident now for the finals tomorrow.
And was it easy, or?
No, it's hard because you